Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Syria. Let us continue on from where we last left off. I want to invade Iraq, right? Because this whole country would be like really nice to take over and it'd be pretty easy. The problem, of course, is Egypt, who would be very upset if I try to attack Iraq because they are currently guaranteed their independence. Which, like, is only bad news for us. I mean, we have some troops on this front line, but, like, would that be enough to stop their offense? Like, so right now, you're 18 combat with. Could I theoretically make you 20 combat with? No, that's wrong. I want infantry division. Could I make you this? Yes. And then could I put artillery in these armies? Not. We have 10 in storage. How much are we actually making per day? Making about 1 a day. But honestly, no, we're not making any artillery at all. This is port equipment. This is a completely different thing. So you know what? Don't do that. Just be 20 combat with. That should actually be fine. We're also going to deploy an extra. I mean, we would deploy an extra 10 divisions soon, but as you can see, we only have 17 force limit, which is not great. So like, what the hell do I do with you guys? I mean, I could build more factories, which is what we're kind of trying to do with our focus tree. If we can get down to, not here. If we go down to, yeah, down to get these things done. Get more factories, which allow us to deploy more troops. Which I think is, like, really important. More important than probably going to, I mean, if we unify all of Arabia, we do get, like, a lot more. Oh, but I mean, we do get more factories here as well. We're going to get 6 plus 7, so that's going to be an extra 13 factories just for going down this tree as well. Like, that's, all of these are difficult. I mean, we're going to get a huge supply. Army organization regen goes down. That's just a regen. That's not the initial score. So I mean, it's a little bit strange for sure. But I mean, it'd be 35, 70, 140, 210 days to get these hoaxes done. Alternatively, we go down here, but that's also going to be, that's like 70. Yeah, no, this would be the same time. So you know what? I think we do just want to try to unify all of Arabia. We will also inherit these 5 divisions. I'm assuming they're probably garbage. But I'm kind of okay with the garbage. Like legitimately, I think I'm kind of fine with that. We should be able to annex the rest of this territory without too much of a concern, I think, for ourselves. I mean, because theoretically also go to, like, total mobilization, which would allow us to deploy more units, but also have, like, no manpower to recruit from, which seems like a bad thing. But what I can do, because if I set a location, deploy 2 units, turn off the location, now you should basically be fine. You're going to be a little bit green, but I'm not worried about that at all. Also, I wish I can kind of see how many Egyptian troops are actually on this front. Because right now, I have no clue. I have no idea how many units are actually there. When it comes to the Second Weltkrieg, it looks like, I mean, France is making some good progress. They kill they kill Wallonia. That's probably going to help out their situation. Again, we don't really care about who wins the Weltkrieg one way or the other. So Brazil has joined the Entente. Not a big surprise, because you'll be at war now with the Internationale. It's got territory in the south. All of North America was in. Yeah, you're like, the Entente is actually really strong in this playthrough. Much stronger than you otherwise would expect. I still think the Reichspakt could lose Europe. Like, it's not impossible. It really depends on, like, what they're going to do in Spain. Yeah, like, right now we're on extent. It could go to all adult serve, but that's going to really ruin our production, like, a lot. Yeah, because right now we're capped at 11%. Totemization, it really just hurts us. Well, like, no manpower. But again, we would be able to deploy more troops. And I don't know exactly how that balance would come in there. Like, how much manpower do you guys have? You have 91,000. You guys down here have 254,000. But I don't know if when we, like, sphere all this territory, it'll become core or not. But if we copy... Not you, because that's horrible. 16 is also trash. You have, like, a template 3. 18. 18 is a little bit better. What about, like, a template 4? No. So guess what? Copy template 3 from you, which is 18 combat with. So copy that. You each use about 1,000 manpower. Let's get some of you guys ready to deploy as well. Because this won't use our manpower, right? This is going to use mostly Yemeni manpower, which they have a lot of. Which is nice. I'll actually put you down to, like, let's say 8 for now. Seems decent enough. I mean, again, it will allow us to deploy more units if we go to total mobilization. Also, how long until these guns are ready? About a year from now. I mean, it's already, like, mid-1942. Like, we're already, like, entering in the late game of Kaiserreich at this point. Like, thank you for the 7 guns. Again, we're still technically at war with Azerbaijan, even though I don't think it's going to matter remotely in the grand scheme of things. So, yes, Japan still at war with Germany, East Asia. They might end their war soon, I think, once they take over Malay. Which will get 1 person off their front, but that's really about it. 2 Sicilies, you are... Yeah, you're in the Reichspakt. Yeah, but it's no longer an occupied puppet. Now you have 5... You've deployed 5 units. It's actually, like, quite a bit, I would say. But again, we can't... I mean, I guess both of my vassals combined have 10 divisions. Which overall really isn't bad. We could deploy more units, but it still scares me. For sure. I mean, it takes 30 days for a conquest CB against Iraq. Like, do I take the risk of the total mobilization? I mean, I could. But no, we've got to just form the Federation. It's still going to take a while. Probably won't even be until around January, I would expect. Before the war against Egypt can really begin, we kind of completely establish our dominance over Arabia. Yeah, Central America's capitulated. Not a big surprise there. I mean, the surprise, really, if anything, is that it took so long to happen. We might see also the Andean Popular Confederation join up with the Internationale, giving Brazil an absolutely massive front line that I really don't think they'd be able to fight against. But we'll kind of have to wait and see for sure. You're missing 2 steel. I'm guessing the steel is mostly probably for convoys is what it's getting used for. Yeah, it's getting used for the improved cruiser hull, which really does not make any difference to us whatsoever. You have 293 support equipment. Actually, we should research, in 22 days once you're finished, we should research some sort of support battalion so we can actually use the support equipment. Because right now it's doing nothing for us, just sitting in our inventory. Romania, I mean, you're all in the Reichspakt. Oh yeah, because you got puppeted by Austria, right? I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so again, the Reichspakt is just... I mean, can Egypt... No, Egypt cannot join. Egypt can't join because... Okay, here's actually the weird thing. You can't join because Iran and Egypt exist, right? But if theoretically we killed Iran and we killed Egypt and fully occupied them, then, I mean, Ottoman Empire could, I guess, join the Reichspakt that way. Not that it means anything, really. Yes, you have 20 more days until you're finished. Centralization projects. Like, I don't think I can just buy more factories, as unfortunate as that is. It would be nice. Cap goes up by 300. The construction speed goes up. I mean, right now, how much... We have no construction because of... You're at 20%. It's risky. I'm actually going to go total mobilization. And you know what? Honestly, go to all-adult serve. This way we'll at least still get more manpower. And we were capped out at our maximum anyway, so I still think this makes sense. Even if it's not the objectively best thing to do. Also, you know what? If we're going to do this, let's start a war against Iraq and see how this goes. Ireland's declared war on Ulster. Are you in the Reichspakt? No, you're in no faction at all. That's completely okay. Yeah, now we can deploy really 3 more units. That's what we have now. I mean, I guess it's something, but it's not really what I was expecting. Let's just say we could deploy Yemeni troops. Because here's the thing: if I set a rally point 1, yeah, see, it deploys all of them. Also, Egypt's thrown their entire army on this front line, which scares the hell out of me. Now we're 25 out of 20. 25 out of 20. Which I think is really going to hurt us immediately. Yeah, it's a 6. I mean, actually, you know what? A 6% penalty is really not so bad. It's really the reinforcement rate that's completely screwing us over. No, we want to get an engineer or some sort of support company. But one that does not require us to have trucks or radios. Actually, we should get the radio anyways. Just so we can at least overcome a little bit of this massive penalty that we're currently dealing with. Germany say just capitulated. Basically, that means that Japan should leave the war soon. Do we know how many troops Egypt has? We know they have 18 to 60. This giant stack, it looks scarier than it might actually be, just because every single unique unit type has its own column there. So we at least know they have 5 different types of units. Again, it doesn't tell us too much. Stability goes up by 10%. Infrastructure. I mean, again, we need all of them, unfortunately. And you'll be done in 17 days. So in 2 weeks, we could attack Iraq. And I know that Iraq really does... They have 3 to 9 divisions. So just Arabia and ourselves should be able to get them to capitulate. When they capitulate, because Egypt is not in a faction with Iraq, they'll actually just fully capitulate and we can annex them right away. And we probably want to get that done before we proclaim the Arabian Federation, because I think we should just annex them right away. The only one who we wouldn't be able to annex right away is Muscat, but that's because I don't want to go to war with the Entente for, I think, obvious reasons still. Seeing as, again, the Entente is incredibly powerful. They've got, like, most of South America under their control, the United States. They're doing pretty well. Let's just put it that way. And I can't request your units. At least, again, not right now. Okay, stability. I mean, we're already at 100%, but that's going to go down once we're... I mean, we're already at war. Is this considered an offensive or a defensive war? I actually don't know. It's an offensive war. So maybe this 10% stability doesn't actually do too much for us. I think the Union Britain was actually just annexed. I'm guessing they had it occupied long enough. I've never seen it actually go Britain first. I've always seen France capitulate first and Britain kind of hold out for a little bit longer. I've never seen it go the other way, where Britain kind of capitulates, but... I mean, either way, it's kind of fine. Because I don't think the Entente will be able to get an actual foothold in France. And I don't know if they can have a peace with honor with the Commune if Canada has taken Britain. I have no clue. I'm assuming no. But that assumption is not based on anything. You know, let's go for a recon company. I mean, breakthrough goes down a little bit here. Breakthrough goes up. I think we want more breakthrough, so yeah, let's get the engineering company instead. We're about to have some aircraft. We've got our Casus Belli against you. Germany's ended their hostilities with Japan because they've, you know, completely lost the war. Which probably does help them out somewhat. I mean, I'm surprised Russia really is not actually accomplishing too much in their war. It's really just Russia right now is essentially just a manpower drain so that France can push into Germany. That's basically it. So Russia took over parts of Indochina. I'm going to use the state transfer tool right now to basically be like, no, that's not happening. Thank you very much. I'm not allowing that. That's ridiculous. So Japan can have that territory. Congratulations to them. What will they do with it? I don't know. I mean, again, I would like to invade you. I know Egypt... I mean, does Egypt... Do we actually have factories yet? We have one factory at least producing... If we can at least get like a level 1 fort on every one of these provinces, I'll feel a little bit more confident with attacking Iraq. Or, again, we unify the peninsula. But, I mean, we don't want to unify the peninsula until we have Iraq. Because otherwise, I don't think we can... incorporate them as easily. I'm not too sure, actually. Okay, so what do we want to research? Do we have any infantry upgrades that are free? You know what? Heart attack and piercing going up could be useful if Egypt has some tank divisions, which they easily might. Do I have a navy? No, I don't have a single ship yet. I was hoping that maybe we can send ships into the Red Sea. Use Arabia to navally invade, let's just say this port, for example. push our way down south. Or... Or like, what else could you do? Yes, United Kingdom is now joining the Entente. Congratulations to them for existing. I think this is honestly the first time I've ever seen United Kingdom and the Commune of France exist at the same time. Other than our campaign where we did the Lawrence of Arabia coup. That's the only other time. But I think Germany's going to lose. Two Sicilies might push their way up to northern Italy, get them to capitulate. If they capitulate, then I think things might shift the other way. But as of right now, I think Two Sicilies, or I think the Internationale is going to be able to win the Continental War. By the way, do you have any upgrades? You do have Ambusher. You know what? Actually, getting more entrenchment on you and Camouflage Expert probably is going to be beneficial. Throw you under a different commander. You're actually really strong, so yeah, we'll throw you on this front. Please be like a different color. I mean, I could add expeditionary forces onto this. Again, does this count against this? Because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little bit weird how it works out. Okay, we now have 25 to 23. I don't know why that's increased by 2. We'll wait one more week and see if this goes up. If this does not increase to like 37, then I think we can attack without too much actual threat. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. Yeah. So we're now pretty close where we want to be. Still at 25. No, okay, no, there we go. See, there's a massive fall. But the game's a little bit confused whether or not these counts against as our troops or not. Because I remember I read in like one of the Kaiserreich patch notes that these units should not count for this. Because right now it's at negative 15%, but like if that goes back down to 2%, 2% we can overcome without too much problems. Like 15% is horrible. Like that's garbage in every single way, shape, and form. But 2%, you know, now we're getting somewhere. Maybe he has no idea. Maybe this number is saying 25 out of 23. The game is still reading it as 37 out of 23. Plans to get a war in the Baharian Commune. I don't think we care about that. So we can basically see, I think, possibly every Iraqi troop, because if we have a costed belly against them, they're going to put all their units on our front. So we know that this is a weak point. The entirety of the middle of Iraq is a weak point. So there's definitely some places that we could move in. But of course, but again, not with our negative 15% modifier. That's a bit too much. No, I think this is just broken. As sad as that is. We don't have any air. I mean, we're building, no, researching aircraft. Getting subplanes wouldn't hurt. Did I not research aircraft? I could have sworn I did. No, I have fighters. I was looking at armored vehicles. You know what? To get some of you going, let's just say at least one factory for now. We're still missing 4,000 rifles, but I'm pretty sure that's entirely because of infantry template 3, trying to get more of these, You know what? Let's delete these templates, actually. Now, we should at least be... Yeah, we're only 8 days short, which is not so bad. I mean, we have a good way to move into the country. But yeah, but wait, negative 15%, you can't even defend. Because if you try to defend, only one unit will ever be defending at one time, which... It's not great, especially against this many troops. Luckily, it's a pretty short front line. I am worried that Egypt might be preparing like naval invasion to like Lebanon or something like that. But I don't know if actually an invasion of Lebanon honestly hurts us or not. Because let's say they invade up here, they land troops, we can maybe try to push our way, you know, this way. I wish I could like draw arrows or something. I mean, I guess there's already an arrow there, but we like push our way this way. Take the Suez Canal, take Cairo. Everything's pretty cool. I mean, Cairo, Alexandria, like, all of Egypt's major cities are basically right here. We might need to take, like, one of these two down here, but overall, it's not so bad. Yeah, so prepare this invasion. And I think this seems good. We're 70 days away from this being finished. So I do think, unfortunately, we do have to wait for this to be finished for this war to really kick off. As much as I wish that was not the case. We do have a lot of manpower. Manpower is increasing quite nicely. Yeah, like I said, probably January of next year is when the major offensive can actually take place. And we can hopefully crush them, but you might end up dying. You know, it's one or the other. Yeah, but we got just over 2 months. So that would be November. Actually, probably a little bit before December. Maybe a little bit before then. You can now see Russia's pushing her way into Romania. Entente's landed some troops near Turin and Milan. France needs to clean up this pocket. If they clean up this pocket, they can move troops way further forward. Or they kill Wallonia here. That's also probably distracting a lot of enemy troops. But typically, I usually see like Flanders last longer in the war than Germany does, most of the time. Which is always kind of funny. I wonder if I just deploy these units now. Because if we're already taking massive penalties, we might as well just get more units in here. But again, like, here's the weird thing, is we want to kill Iraq before we... Okay, that's fine. Actually, it's not fine. I think it's really bad. We want to kill Iraq first, and then... We did lose our casus belli. That's actually kind of fine. Yeah, because now Egypt's like, we don't need to be here anymore. I don't know. Where are they going? I don't know. You're 11 out of 35. Get all that. We might be able to annex them right away. Really not. I'm just, like, not too sure. Because right now, the penalties are getting harsher. Even though this says we shouldn't actually be facing too many difficulties. Okay, and Japan has now invaded Dutch East Indies. Not a big surprise. Really, the question is, who are the Dutch going to align themselves with? Germany or with the Entente? If I was the Dutch, I don't think Germany would be my my first choice. I'd probably go with the Entente backing there. Don't know why this keeps popping up. Like, I don't know what the game's wanting me to do. I'm just thinking, like, we kill... Just have you be dead. I mean, I could disband all of my volunteer divisions. Because that's kind of what's actually killing us. Like, if I was to have all of you just go back home, then we should be fine again. I mean, we got 25, so we'll still be, like, having a 2% penalty. It's tricky. Like, I don't know exactly what I want to do. The question is, do you think I can take troops off this front to put them towards Iraq? Possibly. You know, I do need to probably just fight another war against you, though, just in case. We'll see if Arabia wants to keep their units up here, then. Because, you know, I think it was a 2%. A 2% penalty is not horrible. Still isn't great, of course. But it's not the worst thing in the world. But I do think, with all this debate, I would say, that's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for watching, my Swim. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, call you thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.